Are we live? Can you see me? Can you see me? Wait. No. Hello, hello, hello. No. Can you see me? Hello, ladies. Is anybody here? No, they're all at the other place. Let me share this link if I can. Okay, Michelle found me. Hi, Michelle. Okay. Can one of you lovely ladies share the link on the RTS group, please? For some reason, when I started the live, the other, like the one that had the link, just kept spinning and spinning. So I had to click start a live, and it just apparently gives me a different link, I think. Let me go here. So I can see all of you. Pages and scissors. And that way I can see your hi. How are you? Hi, Scylla. Curly Q Scrapper is here. Hi, Jenny. That was like, I was scared. I was like, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. Okay, let me see if I can angle the camera a little bit so you can see the mess that I've created here. I'm organizing stuff tonight because my room is a mess again. What are you girls going to work on? You can't see me, Scylla? Am I on the old link? Let me see if I can share. Okay. I'm going to see if I can share the link to, here we go. The new one has an old picture of me. Let me see. Nah, oh, how can I share this? Share, copy link, and I'm going to share it on through the rainbow, our conversation. And then if you can do me a favor and share it. Let me see if I can do it too. There. See if you can, I shared it on the group chat that we have. Who do I see here? Cheryl is here. Hi, Cheryl. Michelle's here. I think Michelle was the first one here. Michelle should get a prize. My life on paper. I love that. My life on paper. I love your name. Let's see, Love RTS. I'm going to share the link. And then I need to turn on my phone so that I can see what you ladies are typing because I can't see all the way over there. My life on paper. Are you in one of our groups? Like what's your name? Like your real name? Do I know you? Brianna Herman, Spores. Are you in the Crafty Lowspan? That name sounds familiar. Yes, okay. I knew I had seen your name before. Hi. So, what are you ladies working on? Let me know. What are you going to do tonight besides keep me company? I'm going to organize all of this mess. This is the stuff that I had for my trip to Europe that I had beautifully organized in those 3 drawer bins, which work perfectly for taking to a retreat. But to have it here and put away, it doesn't work so well because it takes up space. And I don't want it like I just want it condensed into this one little basket, which is how I had it before. But I'm gonna try and sort it a little better while still in the basket. So I got these cute little pencil boxes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna see if I can do that. I think I can. I think I can. Cheryl Costello, Jenny's here. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, I'd love to see those because I still have a lot of Mrs. Grossman stickers. Making border strips. I would love to see them. Are you in one of our groups? Hi, Claire. Scylla. How many paper pads, like how much of that paper pad do you still have left? Okay, Cheryl, like you have to post pictures of your border strippers. I'd love to see them because I have so many of those Mrs. Grossman stickers still. And I love tucking them in here and there. They always seem to be somehow they work. Like when you mix it with newer product, they work as long as you don't put too many of them. Like at least for me in my layouts, it works. Major moment. What? I just got a news update. I was like, what? I'm done with the news. Like I can't. I've had enough of the world. Like, I'm done with the world. The scattered scrapper, I made it. Hi, Michelle. Michelle, what's your last name? Are you from one of our groups too? I know Michelle Furlan. I know Michelle McCants. Hi, Deborah. Deborah, so nice that you came. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. I know you've had a week. Mm-hmm. You've had a week. It's been a while since we had a crop. I was trying to see if I could do like a Zoom so that we could all see each other, but then I was afraid like some people don't want um they wouldn't want their face on Facebook because I was gonna record it on Zoom and then post it live in lieu of having a video this week. I was lazy. I was lazy this week. It's the first I've been back at school with students for 8 days. 8 days. but it feels like I've been with them for a long time. For my God. There was one day that I have 6 classes and I see them for 90 minutes. So every other day I see a different class. Where last Wednesday they made us see every single class for 33 minutes, 41 minutes, something like that. And we had to go through all of the drills with the same, like for every class, go through all of the drills, like tornado, bomb threat, fire drill, active assailant. And I came home, my throat was on fire. I was exhausted because I didn't even have a chance to run to the bathroom because it was like 30 minutes. And then here comes another class. I was like, "Ugh." So yeah, yesterday I went after school and I went to get some IV therapy because I was feeling really run down. So I was like, I need some vitamins, I need some hydration, I need some vitamin C and B12. And they're like, give me your arm, let's get that done. So I should be good for this week. Debbie's here. Is he walking, Deborah? Like, can he walk easily without pain? Yes, Claire. The first quarter of the school year and the last quarter of the school year are always like chaotic and exhausting. The second and third quarter, like you're already like it's chill. Like you get there. Jenny, where were you? I know you said you were traveling. Where'd you go? You just got home an hour ago. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel special that you actually came to my little chit chat. He uses a cane and still has a brace. How much longer did they say? Will he? I mean, you guys are still young, so he'll probably recover fully, won't he? Oh my God. He wants to go to work. So does my husband. My husband has been working from home since COVID began, and he does not like it. Like he likes to go into the office. So he goes into the office like maybe once or twice a week, but he's ready to just like always be there. He feels lonely here with just the fish. Because Mr. Pochi left. Mr. Pochi is back in Charleston with my son, so he has no one to talk to all day. Yes, you are that young. Get out of town. I will. Listen, I think we're close. I think we're close in age. Oh, did you cry, Jenny? Did you cry when you dropped them off at college? That's so. I was shocked when I cried with the youngest because I thought I had done it already. Like I was seasoned. Mm-mm. The tears just came. Hi, hi, Teresa. Thank you for joining us. Are you scrapping or are you organizing or what are you doing? Yeah. Oh, my candle. I need a new candle. My candle is dead. but I can't find one that's this pretty. Look at this beautiful jar. Look at that. And I'm just in love with it, but it's completely burned. So I'm on the lookout for pretty candles. Like I like the jar to be pretty and I like it to smell good. I had gotten that one at Big Lots and it was on clearance for $5. $5 and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You're scrapping, finishing up a layout? Oh my goodness. No, I didn't cry when they were in high school, but college when I left them. High school is like, I would still see them every day, but when I took them to college, it was awful. It was awful. I'll tell you the story of when I took my middle son. He he went to Fort Myers and he was, as soon as we put everything in his room, he was like, bye, like, like almost like shoving us out, like he was ready to go and have fun with his friends. And my husband and I we're like, okay. So we said our goodbyes and we left. And you could tell that we were both upset, like we were really sad, like we were quiet on the car ride back. And I'm gonna say 40 minutes into our car ride, my son sends me a text, and the text says, I can't do this, please come back. So I thought when I read that he was just already like missing us, right? And immediately the next text comes up. He goes with a picture. He goes, these bugs, I can't live with them. There was a giant cockroach in his dorm already. So I immediately text back. I said, you're on your own, buddy, because I'm not going back if there's a cockroach there. So that was a good relief. And then my husband and I started laughing, and it's like, okay, life goes on. We will survive this. We will survive this. But it's tough leaving them. It's really tough. No time to cry. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know what's the worst, Jenny? That it takes you a while to get used to the house being empty. And then when you're finally used to it, they come home and then you have to go through it all over again. It's like they'll come home for the holidays and then it's awful. During COVID, the boys came home because they were working from home. So they came back here and I had a full house and I loved it. That were an amazing 9 months. I mean, I just loved every minute of it. Like the house was chaotic. It was like everybody was here. There was a dog, there was a cat. It was crazy. And then when they left, it was going through the emptiness syndrome all over again. I don't I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. So they always come home for Christmas, but this was a long stay and it broke my heart when they left. It broke my heart. I still miss Mr. Pochi, and he's been gone for what? Maybe how long has the cat been gone? Hmm, maybe 2 months. Yeah, yeah. When they join the military, and that's it's not only when they leave the first time. It is constantly. Like every time they let you know that they're going on a mission or something. Like it's hard. That is hard. Yeah, that is hard, Claire. So I got these little pencil pouches, like pencil boxes at the Dollar Tree. And I think I'm gonna put like the little tiny loose things that are flat in one, and then the little tiny ones that are lump and bump in another, and then the big stuff here. That's my goal. I think if I do that, it'll take up less space in my room, and yet they'll be completely organized for when I do go to a crop. It'll be easy to put in my 3-drawer bin. I love that system because I have one for flat, one for embellishment, and one empty. And as I go through one, I dump it in the empty one. Then I sort the other one. I just love it. It really worked for me. And I want to continue doing that. But to have it here in the house, I don't have the space for another 3-drawer units sitting in a corner. This room needs some help. It needs help. It needs help. I'm so glad you popped in to say hi, Deb. You've been quiet. I know you've been busy. I mean, taking care of your husband. That must have been so scary. So scary. So you have your phone, your camera over there in the kitchen while you're cleaning up? Leave it there. Dump everything in the dishwasher and come on to your room. Hang out with us. This is all flat stuff. What kind of embellishments are you making, Michelle? Like little clusters? Or are you like punching out using die cuts? Like I usually take my small dies, like my small scraps, and I run it through the die machine. I make a lot of leaves and things that I use normally, but I don't want to make too many of them, and then because it seems like you just get from one pile to another. So I need to start making tiny bases and clusters like that, ready to use things. So I'm looking forward to the borders with the Mrs. Grossman stickers, and I'd love to see what you're going to do with your scraps. Small dies through the die machine. Hmm. What are your favorite shapes? Oh, Scylla. I've been dying to go back to IKEA. I have one here. It's like 30 minutes, maybe yeah, 30 minutes from here. But I don't like going there by myself because I get lost in the store. I can't follow. I get so lost in the store. So I need someone to hold me by the hand and just I get lost. And my husband won't go with me. If he goes with me, he's like, "What do you want? What do you need?" And he takes me. He cuts through the things, like he doesn't follow the path. He cuts through hallways and takes me right there. Grab it, let's go. And I'm like, "You're no fun." Like I want to see everything. I want to walk through the whole thing. I want to look into the little um, the rooms that they prepare. Like you live in, if you lived in 400 square feet, like this is your house. And I imagine, could I live here? It looks so cozy, but I would need at least two of those, one for me to live and one for a little tiny girl cave. But my husband doesn't let me look at everything. Flower leaves and pumpkin. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I don't have pumpkin dies. I don't do a lot of fall layouts anymore because I don't have little kids anymore. They have directional arrows. Yeah, that no. Because this is me walking. The last thing that I see are the arrows on the floor. I'm looking at everything that they put up. Everything. So I don't even look at the arrows. Right? Walking through the whole and then going down to the cafeteria and getting a hot dog, or oh my gosh, I love their juice, lingonberry juice. I I call it something else, but since I am on YouTube Live, I thought I would be mature and not call it what I call it. Yeah, a $45 desk. That's a deal. 2 hours away. Yeah. So if you travel 2 hours, you have to make a whole day of it. So you go in early, have your breakfast there. They have a good breakfast. Then you do your shopping, and then you do your lunch before you leave. Yeah, they are party poopers. I love their bins and baskets. These are from IKEA. I love them. They're very good quality, and I love that they're white. I like white stuff. So maybe my friend will take me. She's always up for that. I like going to the one in Orlando though, rather than the one here in Jacksonville. The one in Orlando is a lot bigger, and it's next to the Container Store, which is another one of my. I love going there. I love going. My husband has never been to the Container Store. I think he would just look at me like, "What is wrong with you?" Like I don't think he would understand. I don't think. But they have, if you've been to the Container Store, I mean, they have the tiniest little containers to like everything, everything. You can organize your life if you had enough money, because they are expensive, very expensive. Mm. Oh my gosh, in Atlanta, mm-mm. I don't like driving in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. It's beautiful, but I don't want to drive there. The Deborah, the Container Store is Disney World for people with OCD. Hmm. It is, it is amazing. It is amazing. You have containers for your containers. My type of girl. You would think with my passion for containers, like my life would be organized, but no. Like I'm looking right now, right there on the table where the laptop is. It's a mess. It's a mess. I keep trying though. And I think that's good. Like at least I try. I don't give up. I'm not a hoarder. My friend and I love going into each other's craft space unannounced, just to see how bad their room is. And we've helped each other to organize and fold fabric and do all that. But we love to go in and say, what in the what is happening here? I made fun of her one time because I walked in and I said, "Holy moly. Like why is there a crock pot in your sewing room?" It was chaotic. I don't think I've had a crock pot in here. What's the weirdest thing I've had in here? Mm. At Christmas time when the kids come home, like they have their gifts mailed here. So there's a lot of packages here, but mine, I don't think I've had anything weird in here. Nothing that doesn't belong in my craft room. I don't think. I don't remember. Where do you live, scattered scrapper? I'm about okay. The one in Atlanta is not a good one. I would think Atlanta has the best of everything. It's such a big city. Go to Orlando. It's right next to the IKEA in Orlando. It's right next to it, the Container Store. Bring a credit card. Bring a credit card. Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, yeah, I would think that the Atlanta store is a good one. I mean, Atlanta is beautiful. It's just, I love it, except the traffic. But I guess that's the price you pay for having a big city like that. But good lord, and all those overpasses, I don't like overpasses or bridges. Like they give me the heebie-jeebies. Although I have, for some reason, I have been getting a lot better with that. Like I don't get anxious driving over a bridge lately, which is strange. I'll take it. But Birmingham, we drove one time. We drove from here from Florida to Texas, and going over the bridges in New Orleans, and oh my gosh, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it. I was like, I'm not. My husband had to, and I was driving at the time, and I kid you not, I was driving, praying, and cursing at the same time. I keep saying, God has to understand that I'm just too overwhelmed right now. So as soon as we could, because those bridges are really, really long and really, really high and narrow, and all you could see was the green water down there. And so my husband said, as soon as we could, pull over, and he took over the driving, and I went to the back of the minivan. And I remember at one point the boys were yelling, "Oh my gosh, look, it's the Mississippi River," when we were like traveling. And I was like, I don't even want to look at it. I didn't even look at the Mississippi River. I was like, nope, nope. I put a blanket over my head like a little parakeet. I was like, I'm done. 19, yeah, it's horrible. It is not a big deal. It's horrible. Yeah, that was the one. The boys got so excited when they saw the Mississippi River, and they were like, "Mom, look, you have to look." And I was like, "No, I do not have to look. I am not going to look. I had had enough." Hi, Emily. Emily's in the house. But lately, I don't know. Like I can drive over a bridge. I can go through an overpass, and I don't feel that anxiety anymore. Don't tell my husband though. Even when he's driving, I've even dared like take a peek to the water, and I've been fine. So Emily and Scylla, you girls are doing a no buy challenge. Are you doing it by time? Like are you doing a certain amount of time, or are you going to be doing uh, like where you do like 50 layouts or 100 layouts? I First of all, 100 layouts, that's about as many layouts as I make in a year. So I don't think that would be a good uh, challenge for me. But I want to put the brakes on. I've done really good with my quilting. Like I haven't bought except for last year. Okay, so for the longest time, I did a really good job of not buying any more fabric because my closet is full. I don't. So if I need something for a specific project, then I'll buy it. But then last year I went to a retreat, and they had a sale room where women were getting rid of their stash really cheap, and I have a pile right there because it doesn't fit in my closet. So we're going again in October for Halloween. We're going to a retreat, and I already told my friend Diana, I said, please, please don't let me buy anything. Please don't let me buy anything. But she's gonna let me buy stuff. because that's what we do. We're like, girl, it's a good price. Buy it. 61 days. Okay, why not? Why 61 and not 60? Like, why 61? Prince Edward Island. Ugh, I don't know. I don't like bridges. I'm telling you, I was driving, my legs were shaking, I was praying and cursing under my breath at the same time, and I was like, oh my god, like what am I doing? Like I can't curse and while I'm praying. Like I knew it, but I was just terrified. September and October. Hmm. Stamp and Scrap Expo. Yeah, in Illinois. One year I went to for my 50th birthday, so that was what, 6 years ago. We went, my two girlfriends and I, we went on a road trip to Paducah, Kentucky, because they have like a big quilting convention. It's called Quilt Fest, whatever it's called. Yeah. And we knew that we were going there with the intention of buying. So I bought those big Rubbermaid containers, like the big ones. And I, with vinyl, I decorated, I put our names on them. So, like, one was for me, one was for my friend Diane, and one was for Joy. Before we even got to Paducah, because we were stopping at quilt stores on the way there, before we even got to Paducah, they were already filled. Yeah. So I said, we're going to have to stop at Walmart and buy more containers. We spent a lot of money there. It was a great, great trip. Great trip. So our next big trip, I would love for us to go to the one in Houston. So maybe for my 60th birthday. So maybe if I live that long. Wait, because that's how many stupid days there are in those 2 months. Why couldn't there? Okay, okay, but it's like 61 days. That is funny. I'm gonna try and not buy anything until at least January. Ideally, I would like to wait until next May, when the, oh my gosh, what is our holiday called? I went blank. I went blank. International Scrapbooking Day. Okay, so ideally, but I don't think that I could. But I'm gonna push myself and see if I can make it till January without buying anything. I think I can, as long as I don't check Peachy Cheap on a daily basis, as long as I don't watch haul videos or just immediately delete all those scrapbook generations and scrapbook.com emails that I get, just delete them without looking. I think I could. I mean, obviously, I have enough supplies to get me through that, because now that school is back on, I don't scrapbook that much. Sadly, I really need to do that. Where is Duluth, Georgia? Is it North Georgia or South? She came home for a year and a nice. Did you love having her home? How do you say your name? Iam Taitano? Iam. Did you love having her home? And did you cry when she left again? Deborah, if you need to buy more fabric, come. Like at one point, my friends and I, we stopped buying just yardage. We were like, I'll take a bolt. Like why? If it was, especially if it was like a neutral, like it didn't have a pattern, it was just like a like we and every year we like to get one project that we all three of us work on the same at the same project. So it could have like different colorways, but like we do the same quilt. And so when we were in Paducah, we saw a quilt hanging at, oh my gosh, what's the name of that store? It's a big store in Paducah. And it was beautiful. It was called Flower Pots. And it used a lot of those K facet fabrics. So we decided we were going to make it. We got the pattern from a friend. She just let us have it because she had already made the quilt. And then we went through the store and we were just like picking anything and everything that we thought. And we would buy a yard, and because it was just mostly applique, like so a yard or a yard and a half, and we would cut it into 3 equal parts. And during that trip, like I'm gonna say we lost control. We would just go our separate ways, and we would shop, and we would say, I need 3 of those. I need 3 of those. And then we would at night like, oh, I bought you this. You owe me so much. It's like, did we ask permission to buy stuff for the other one? No. It's like, here, I bought you this. You owe me $100. Like we lost control. But we still talk about that trip, and we all finished the quilt. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So we always try to work on one project that's the same. That's fun. Stay off the internet the week of Thanksgiving too. Yeah, that week is hard to, like, I don't have time that week to be on the internet, so I'm pretty safe that week. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's outside of Atlanta. Okay. 25 to 50 layouts. Crafty hexagons on the tracker. Okay. See, 25 layouts is still, that's when I think of how long it takes me. Yeah. You can do it, Emily. You can do it. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you and Scylla. I'm not gonna buy anything. I know I'm not. Like look, I'm just gonna take the time and organize my room, sort through all of my things, and when you sort and organize your stuff, you realize, yeah, I don't need to be buying anything else. When I started putting the die cuts in the collection binder, because I have one binder that's overstuffed with the color ones, but then I had ones that were collections and I wanted to keep them together. This one is already almost full. Like I am in, look, this is the last page. Yeah, it's almost full. So at that point, I've told myself I don't need any more die cuts. I don't. So I'm not gonna buy. I'm gonna use up some stuff. So I want to see some space in my shelves. I have my paper mostly over there. This is mostly like books for quilting and patterns. So if I retire next year, that's my goal, but it may be 2 years from now. I'm really going to organize. I'm gonna purge. I'm gonna organize. That's my intention. I want to, and then create like a catalog where I know where everything is. I started that with my scrapbooking, and for the most part, I know where everything is. But I want to do it with my quilting too, because I have a lot of projects. Like I purchased the whole kit, or I purchased the pattern and the fabric, and I put it together. So I need to make a few more quilts. That's for sure. I just finished the flamingo one. I need to order some batting and quilt it. but I already made the backing for it, and I have the binding. It's I have it laid out in the guest bedroom because we have the Murphy bed, so the Murphy bed is up and it's beautiful, so it's not getting wrinkled or anything. So maybe I'll go to Joann's tomorrow and order the batting. I'll have to see if they're on sale. I'll order it tomorrow and then quilt it. Like just sit down and quilt it and get it done. Scrappleween, I love that. I love the name. That's so cute. Scylla, yes, I do hand quilt. Not everything. Um, so I hand quilted a wall hanging that I made for my mom. I hand quilted my middle son's quilt because he told me, like he helped design the quilt. He said, these are the colors. This is like, I want something like this. So he helped me design it on paper, like on graph paper. And then he said that he wanted it extra soft. So he wanted like not just a flat batting, he wanted like lofty batting. So we put in 2 layers of batting for him, and then he wanted it hand quilted. But he knows how much time it takes. So like my boys really value the quilts. They take care of them, and they still have the first quilt that I made them when they were, babies, little boys, and they would sleep with it every day, and they would not let people sit on their bed with the quilt. So then when they graduated high school, they each got a quilt, another quilt. And he already told me, Mom, I need another one. So all three of them are like, yeah, we need another one. Now that we have king size beds, we need another one. So I'm gonna be working on that. But he requested that one to be hand quilted, and then my prayer quilt is completely done by hand. So for every flower that I made, they're made out of hexagons. I pray for a person or a situation. So that one is completely done by hand because that's the purpose. It's just I'm sitting there and I'm just praying as I work on it. And then all of my wool patterns, like all of the quilts that are wool, are done by hand too. I enjoy the handwork. I really do. It's very relaxing, and like if you've had a bad day or you're anxious about it, it centers you and you're focused just on that one little task, and there's like time stands still. I love it. It's just very relaxing to me. I wish I had nobody in my family quilted. Not that I like nobody in my family quilted. So where did I get that? I don't know. Maybe somebody from Poland, like one of my ancestors, quilted, or Russia. Like they were like, but my immediate family, nobody. I'm the only one. So I've made quilts for all of my family members. Well, for most of them, I wouldn't say all of them, like the close ones, and for my close friends, I've made quilts too. I think it's so special that somebody makes something specifically for you. I wish I had a quilt, you know, from my grandma or something like that, but no. Yeah. Wow, Annalie, you've already made 15 layouts. Oh, Deborah, does Julie know you're making the quilt for her? Or is it a surprise? It is. It's hard, but you get into the rocking motion and it's fine. And I have a silver thimble for when I do my hand quilting, so I'm protected when I do that. Wow, 1930s. Well, then we will hope that she doesn't join the crop because she'll probably see the message. Oh, that is so sweet. She will love it. It's just it's just such a special thing, you know, especially if they realize how much time and effort it takes. Not only that, but the cost. Like I have friends that are not really close friends, like you know, people that you know, and they say, "Oh, I'll pay you, make me a quilt," and I'm like, "Nope." I say, you can't, you wouldn't be able to pay me what it really costs. You know, maybe you'll pay for the materials, but you wouldn't be able to pay for my time on top of that. So my quilts are always gifts. In they're gifts. I don't charge for them. I make them for people that I truly love, and that's it. I don't. I've only made one quilt for somebody, but I just couldn't say no. Like so, this lady, I don't even know how she heard from me. She came here and she knocked on my door and she said, "I have two sleeping bags." No, she said, "I have one sleeping bag that belonged to my brother when he was a little boy, and it was the Smurfs. Do you remember the Smurfs?" And his wife was having twins, and she wanted to see if I could take that sleeping bag and make two quilts out of it. So, and she paid me. She paid me quite well. And I said, absolutely. So I took the quilt apart and then I cut out the images of the Smurfs. And it was a little damaged because, I mean, this man was a grown man by now. So the areas that were stained or, you know, just not in the best of condition, I appliqued flowers on top of it. And those two quilts turned out so adorable. So adorable. But that was the only time that I've done something like that for money. Yeah, I saw that she said that Ava has an earache. Do you your quilts that you have from your grandma, do you have them like hanging or just folded or do you actually use them? Yeah, too expensive. That is exactly true. You don't wear a thimble? Mm-mm. No. You need a thimble so that you can quilt longer. Oh, for layouts and then organizing in other projects. Well, that makes sense. That makes it a little easier. You use them as exactly, she would be happy because that's the whole goal. Use them. I People are like, oh, I'm going to like cherish it. I'm like, no, 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 don't cherish it. Use it. The more that you use it, the like the softer they become. I love it. It's like use them. Was it last year? It was either last year or the year before for Christmas. I gave my oldest son's girlfriend a quilt, and my youngest son is immediately when he saw her open it, he goes, "Oh, it's official. You're one of us now because you got a quilt." I have this little cough since I got COVID over the summer, and I still have the cough. My appetite is not quite there. I got my sense of smell and taste back, but I haven't been eating as much. Everything tastes either like I really taste it now, like it's too sweet or too salty. It's weird. And I've kind of lost my appetite. I'm not eating as much. And the cough drives me crazy. She can't chat with us. Miss Barb, hi. You can put another binding over it, like cover the original binding with an extra layer. You can do that. Tell her I miss her. Hi, Barb. Mr. Pochi says hello. I spoke to Mr. Pochi today. I FaceTime with my son, and I always have like the cat always walks by. I'm like, "Hi, Mr. Pochi," and he stands like I think he hears my voice, and he's just like, "Where is she? Where is that crazy woman?" I miss that cat. I don't miss his fur all over my stuff, but I miss him. Oh no, not pre-made by him. Oh. Well, Deborah, then put in a third binding over it. Just, hmm. There's lots of videos that show you how to make binding and how to put it on. Like you don't have to take the old binding off. Like you could just do it over it. So basically, like you would just sew it onto the back side with your machine and then fold it over and hand tack the front. Or some people do both by machine. I can't do both sides by machine because I'm never quite exact, and then it bothers me if I see like the thread not. It just that bothers me. So I just do it by machine on the back side, and then I flip it and I hand sew it to the front. I'm making progress here. I still have a whole bunch of stuff, but little by little. Little by little. Put that there. These are oh, you do it backwards. Oh, that would make sense because the front. I don't know. Either way would work. But if you sew it onto the front and tack it hand like it looks a lot better with the machine. That makes sense. You should try that. I've also, if it's not a very traditional quilt, I've started making the binding that has it looks like piping, but it's not. It's just you add another extra layer of fabric. And I always do like a pop of color, and I love it. It looks so cute. That's my newest fad that I like to do. My goodness, I have a lot of stuff here. This is cute. So now I'm like, I guess in the fall you get the. I don't know. I like quilting more in the fall. Maybe because of the temperatures. Although that's not true because it's still hot here. I mean, but it's just you get that feeling. It's kind of like cozy. So that's when I really like to do my quilting. And I'm going on a quilt retreat for Halloween. So my friends and I, we're gonna be wearing some hoodies that are like foxes with the little ears and everything, because that's our girl mascot. Like we're known as the foxy quilters. They don't like us because we make a lot of noise. Like we're loud, we're always laughing, and they have to tell us to quiet down a lot. But we don't care. We're there to have fun. We're a bad influence. Look at these, how cute. We got these at Joann's. And there's a lot more on the back. When did I buy this? 2021. Haven't even opened it yet. What a shame, what a shame. I dropped something. Hello, Mr. Raffy. You like my PJs? Mm-hmm. Look at my PJs. They're from Target. So they have all the dress forms, the tape measure. Hi, Michelle. What movie are you watching? Promised. That's my private pilot right there. Arrow rammer. Yeah, he is a creeper. On Prime. Like Amazon Prime? I thought my boys were gonna like come on too. I know they're like, one is in Louisiana today. I don't know what he's doing over there. But the youngest said that he was gonna try and pop into my live and say hi. Oh yes, you do. He supports my paper, my paper addiction. I have to say, he's a good guy. Like he will actually listen to me talking about paper. Yeah, and he doesn't. He does like he makes eye contact with me while I go on about paper and stickers, and he's like, 3,000 Years of Longing. Wait, is that a book that we need to read? Yes, Miss Scylla. He's good. I have a good one. He's a keeper. He's a keeper. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. Have a good night. Did you hear that? Don't rush me at IKEA. So show what you are working on. I want to see scissors in action. Shall I cut my hair again? No, you missed it. I already fussy cut some things. So right now I'm just organizing the mess that I have on my desk. I need to make space so that I can buy more paper, Papi. More paper. The girl needs more paper and more fabric. What advertises as Aladdin for adults? What? Yeah, he did a good job actually. He did a good job with that page. He hasn't been in here scrapping since. I don't think he could. Like right now, if there was an emergency here, I wouldn't make it out. Like I've created a little, I have a table right in front of me holding the laptop. I'm here. I have a TV tray right next to me, plus the cart there. I couldn't get out in case of an emergency. I'd be like, run, save yourself. This doesn't fit. Oh my gosh. He is still upset about the hat. He's still upset about the hat. No, no, please don't encourage him, Scylla. Don't. The hat could not. No, no, no. We can't have that hat there. Aladdin for adults. Huh. I'll look into it. The hat. No, my goodness. No, not the hat. I'm going to look into that. I need a book. I'm not reading anything at the moment. Ladies, do not encourage him. Rafi, don't you have to go flying? Do you need me to go get mess up your plane again? He is. I'm here in the girl cave, and he's in the other room where he has his flight simulator. He's practicing instrument flying. Okay, so I love mysteries. I love romance. I love books about serial killers. Okay, like that's well. There you go. Now you know that I'm a little weird. I love serial killers. I don't like time travel. I don't. I didn't get into that. Mysteries, horror, romance, and just like sweet stories. The last book that I read, I like. One of the last books that I read, like a real book, was Where the Crawdads Sing, because we wanted, like, we read it together. Scylla, Michelle, like a group of us read it together. And then over summer break, I read a children's book, which I had never read, which was The Wind in the Willows. I had never read it, so that was sweet. And I read, oh my gosh, To Kill a Mockingbird. That was a beautiful book. Like I was surprised that I didn't read that growing up. So I read it and I loved it. But I haven't read this past month. I haven't. I need a new book. I need something to read. A little too freaky, huh? Hmm. The guest list. Chill. Are they scary? Like, what type of books are they? Like, what genre? I also love comedy. Have you ever read She's a Bounty Hunter? What are they called? She's Stephanie. She's a bounty hunter. What are the top? By Janet Ivanovich. Ooh, that sounds good. The guest list sounds good. Rafi, it was not the next day. It was not the next day. Stephanie Plum. Okay, I'm gonna write that book down because I think I want to read it. The guest list. But yes, I enjoy Stephanie Plum's. I don't know. I think I read all the way up to 14, but then I took a hiatus. So now I was like, do I need to go back and read 15 again? But I love it because they're really fun. Like you will laugh out loud reading that book. I remember when I first started, the boys were maybe in middle school, like early middle school, and they would hear me laugh, especially Nathan, the middle one. And at one point, he starts laughing, and I look, and he's reading over my shoulder, and he's laughing, and I'm like, this is not appropriate for you. But he thought Grandma Mazur was funny, which she is. I was like, don't read these books. They're not for children. But I'm gonna write that one. Let me. Well, I can't even get out of here. Where's my phone? Right here. I'm gonna write that down because I want to read that book. Where's my list? It's called The Guest List. The Guest List. Who's the author? Who's the author of The Guest List? Stephen King's son, Lucifer. Thank you. I doubt that they will have it at my school library, but I'll check because that way I can get it and not have to pay for it. That's how I got Where the Crawdads Sing. I went to the library and I'm like, hey, do you have this book? And she's like, yep. So teachers are allowed to um, get books from the school library too. That's one of the advantage of teaching at high school. They have a pretty good selection of books that adults would like. These are flat. Oak. Oak. Daisy! Hi, Daisy. Girl, I miss your channel. I miss your channel so much. I miss your laugh. Wait, Libby, is that another book? Daisy? What's your name on Instagram? I'll follow you. Oh, it's an app. Is it a reading app? Oh, I'll have to check it. I've always wanted to do Audible, but my God, it's so expensive. Like, it's expensive. I'm like, Yeah, I like my library has some ebooks that you can borrow, but they don't have like a lot. I'm lucky that I have a library right here in my community. When we first moved here, that was like one of the, I was like I really wanted this house just because of the library. And I tried going to the library with the boys riding our bikes and we made it, but I couldn't come back. I was too tired. So I had to have my husband go pick me up. I was like, I can't make it back. Audiobooks too? Oh, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check that. Libby. I'm gonna add that to my list again. Where's my list that I just made? Libby. Libby app. Donna's here. Hi, Donna. Donna, are you scrapping or what are you doing tonight? I'm taking my time organizing all of this. Like my pile is almost. I've done a lot. Um, I'm doing quite well with my tasks that I set for today. These little things. I'm not sure. This goes here. What are you scrapping? Ooh, she's got snacks. Good snacks, healthy snacks. Good snacks and healthy snacks are not the same, by the way. I'm organizing all of this stuff. Yes, not healthy, my girl. Not healthy. No, I had organized all of my travel for my Europe things. I had it in a 3 drawer organizer where I had one drawer was like the flat items, and then the other drawer was like the lump and bump, and then the third one was empty so that when I was creating each layer, I would just sort and just like really quickly dump it into the next one. Then I would have this one empty, which works great for retreat. But here in the house, like I don't want the 3 drawer unit like taking up a lot of space, so I want to put it back in this little basket. So now I'm trying to sort it by flat and embellishments, lump and bump, and see if I can put the little things. I don't think it's gonna fit here because I have a lot. Maybe just one basket, not two. Like one of these pencil pouches. We'll see. If not, I can just have this basket and these 2 little pencil pouches. So this one is the loose things that have lump and bump, and these are the loose things that are flat. Because I'm not going to another scrapbooking retreat for a while. Like maybe January, maybe yeah. If not November, maybe January. So I don't want I don't want that 3 drawer unit taking up too much space. Because my room is getting out of control. It's out of control here. But yeah, but I have to start thinking about my basket for next year. I think I'm gonna work on my alphas. I think I need to purge the sticker letters. I don't like them. Like I have many that they don't have vowels anymore. It's like at this point, like just get rid of them. I don't know why I'm holding on to them. It's hot over there. Like it's hot here, but I thought about it's like why am I wearing this long sleeve PJs? But I had my husband take the thumbnail with this one, so I thought, I'll just wear it. Mm-hmm. Yep. They have lots of good stories. I know. I'm sorry, Deb. Hopefully everything will calm down. Feel better. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, no, phrase stickers are like the thickers. They're kind of new to me, so I'm loving that. I'm loving them. I don't have that many though, and I'm hoping, like, I keep mine all together in an O-ring. Let's see, I have them right here. Let me see if I can show you. So once they don't fit in this O-ring, like, that's gonna be enough for me. I don't want to have more than that, because it gets to the point where I have so much product that I don't know what I have, and it becomes too much. So once this O-ring is full, that's it. No more phrase stickers for me. Plus they fit. I keep them hanging from my little rolling cart, which is my bin. So it sits right here. Like, that cart sits there, and I have everything, pretty much everything that I need for creating layouts. I love it. So it's been easy to keep everything really close by. Look, Janet was just talking about these. Like, I had to just watch a video. I'm far behind on her videos, but like, she was talking about these from the Dollar Tree. I have them. And I still have all of these paper frames. Oh my god, I have so many. I need to use them. I need to, like, I have way too many of these frames. Maybe that will be in my basket next year. Maybe. These are all flat. This is flat. Bye, Deb. Buying them and using them are two separate things. I hear you. Yes, like, if I find that if I have a story to tell, like, I have the title already. There are certain layouts that, you know, they're just of an event, like, not a story itself. Like, I'm just documenting that, it was somebody's birthday, or that we went to this theme park. Then I'll use the phrase stickers for those type of layouts. you you need a 3-inch binder, a 3-inch O-ring for that. No, and those I got, the majority of them I got from a deal at Peachy Cheap. Peachy Cheap had a really good deal on those, and I snatched them up. It does get overwhelming, Donna. So that's why I'm putting the brakes on, and I'm gonna do a spending freeze at least till January, because the room is a mess again, and it's probably because I have too much stuff. So I need to work on that. Right? Frames are hard to use. And they're cute. Like I love the frames that look like little Polaroid. But I find I find them hard to use too. I'm gonna start looking for ideas, like layout ideas from Pinterest to see if that will help me. So yeah. Ooh, shakers. That's a good idea for the frames. Hmm. I don't make a lot of shakers. I made one for a video that I need to like record. So it took me a while because I had to like make samples for each of the things. So that video, like all my samples are ready. So I need to record that video. I think it'll be a good video. Donna, school is it's exhausting. I can't believe that I've only been with the students for 8 days. It feels like I've been there for longer. So I was already feeling a little worn out. So yesterday after school I went and I did some IV therapy to get some vitamins in there to help me. So I should be good this week. I should feel fine. Like I got some B12 and all of that and some vitamin C. And my husband told me I need to start taking like a multivitamin. I don't take vitamins. Like it's just weird. Like I don't know. Like that would be my breakfast. Like I would get full with just the vitamins. Like that's enough. But I think I need to start taking vitamins. But I have to do research because some vitamins are good and some are just, garbage. So I have to check that. Yeah, once you don't glue yours, I'll show you. I made two. And these are for the video. Like I needed samples. I like this one, but I didn't put a lot of like it goes I should have put my adhesive, like the foam adhesive, like right at the edge of the circle. 'Cause they seem to fall down here a little bit. But and I use the sequin colors that I like. I should have put a lot more sequins in there. But hindsight is 2020. And then I tried this one with a let me see if I can find the camera. I used actually a bag instead of clear acetate. And I didn't really like that one either, but for what I wanted, it works. Maybe I should practice a little bit more. Maybe. It is a learning curve. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you. There's samples for one of the videos that I need to record. So I have all of my samples now. I need to go through my albums and pull out the layouts that I have for that list. Tool. I wonder if I have any tool left. I'll have to check. I purchased some fabric glue, like the tacky fabric. It's not, is it tacky? It's a fabric glue, it's clear. So I might try with that. I like the look of the shaker cards. I think they're absolutely adorable. But I need to put in more sequins. You would think they're expensive, and I'm like counting them. It's like, just use them, put them in there. Daisy, she's got great ideas for that. Stamp an image or use a sticker to fill up the backing too. See? That's why we need to like watch other people's videos so that we get so many ideas. Like, you always learn from somebody else. That's a great idea. And I have a few stamps and I never use them. Never use them. I need to make an effort of using stamps in my layouts. Hi, Sherry. I did not see you in there. How are you tonight? The shaker cards are too lump and bump. Maybe you need to use thinner foam tape, like the dimensional tape. 4x4 album. That's cute. Mr. Pochi's in the house. Hi, Mr. Pochi. What is that? What is that image next to your name? Sherry is like you just walked into Cheers and everyone's like, Sherry. It's a monkey. So cute. Oh no, they're all here now. My boys are here. Mr. Rafi and Mr. Pochi are here. Aw, thank you. Sherry, are you scrapping tonight? Oh, you're resting. My gosh. Aw. Thank you, Poppy. Good night. Are you going to bed? Yeah, 3 layouts. Like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but how long does it usually take you for one page? Because usually it takes me like 30 minutes to 45 minutes for a page. So yeah, plus the whole thought process. Like, it's exhausting sometimes. I'm shocked that when I go to a retreat, I can do so many pages. I guess because I don't have to worry about, you know, anything else but sitting there and getting stuff done. You're working on one, Daisy. Yeah, I mean, they do take time. There's so many decisions. My husband learned that when he did the page with me. Like, it took him a while. Brandon, are you still here, or did you leave? Thank you for stopping by, baby. I love you. That's my son right there. See, my boys, I've got good men in my life. All of the men in my life are just amazing. Amazing. My stepdad, my kids, my husband, very loving and encouraging. Just love them. Bye, Pochi. Bye, Brandito. Love you. My tools. Oh my gosh. Like this, I never used my stamps. And I don't have a lot of stamps, but I have a few that I like. I love them. I don't know why I don't use them more often. You know. And they say like keep it close to you. Pochi Junior and Adobo. Adobo. Those are my grandbabies, Pochi Junior and Adobo. And tilapia. I have a grand dog, a grand fish, and a grand cat. My three grandbabies. So like people say, well, put it on your table, but I can't fit any more on this table. Like, if I kept everything that I wanted to use on my table, it would just be overwhelming. So I think, do you remember what was her name? Elaine, not Elaine. Lane Eman, and she would have like a spinning wheel, and she would choose if she would start her layouts with like solid cardstock or pattern paper, and then she'd pick from a paper bag, like she'd pick three little things, and that's what she was going to use on that layout. Like, she made it into a game. I would need a table, yes. I would need two tables. I need another girl cave, an extension to my girl cave. That would be nice. So, like, I think I'm gonna do that. Like, create like a little spinner with the numbers, and then that will encourage me to use, item number 6, which is my hole puncher or something like that. Oh, that's it. I'm moving to Charleston. I've already been invited. It's here. Everybody saw it. Everybody's a witness that my son said that he has an empty room in Charleston for me to use as a girl cave. You can't delete that comment. Everybody saw it. Yes, Emily, my boys are so, I love them. They turn out to be good men. I love them. All three of them are good boys. Sherry, I've been to Charleston. Brandon, how many times have I been to Charleston? 3 times? And I've yet to see Charleston. The next time I go to Charleston, if I go again, well, okay, definitely I want to go see one of the plantations. I want to see the the beautiful houses like the Victorian homes. So Brandon's gonna have to take me next time I go to. What's wrong with downtown Charleston, Brandon? Oh, you don't ever go there. Okay, so next time let's go. I want to see one of the plantations and I want to see downtown. So like we could do downtown next time I see you, and then the following time we could do one of the plantations. The old church is beautiful. I showed the girls the picture. Like I showed Scylla and Donna. I showed them the picture of that church. It's so gorgeous. And those old homes in that area. Like going into my son's neighborhood, there's some older homes. They are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And there's also Brent. Well, I don't know how far it is from your house, but there's a scrapbook store in Charleston. Somebody told me about it. So maybe I'll go and I'll make a video of the store. Yes, I was just Donna. I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost bedtime. Mr. Raffy already went to bed, so I'm gonna bed soon too. I'll just shut the laptop down and leave. I don't have a lot left. I'm gonna finish this. I am definitely going to finish this first. But thank you for sharing your evening with me. I'm so happy that you came by. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have my first live and I'm gonna be like talking to myself, which I do anyway. But I'm so happy that you guys came by. Daisy, I'm so happy to see you again. I really miss your videos. I'm gonna tell me your Instagram name because I'm gonna follow you. Brandon, it's 10:15. I'm an old bloomer. Like I'm old. I go to bed at 10:30. Girls trip. Let's go to Charleston. We have a room at Brandon's house. Okay, I'll look for you, Daisy. Mine is running with scissors for fun, but I'll look for you. Sometimes Google Hangouts, like they they act a little weird sometimes. All right, Sherry, I'll pick you up on the way up there. You need a catchy name like that, Daisy. Ask your boys. I'm pretty sure they could come up with something. Kids are good with that. All right, so I'm going to end the stream and get ready for bed because it's like 10. I need my beauty sleep. Okay. Brandon says keep the noise down if we bring people. Emily, yes, it's kind of like Zoom, but it's sometimes it gets glitchy. I don't think they support it that much anymore. Good night, ladies. I'm gonna end the video. Sweet dreams. Oh wait, I forgot to ask. How many of you actually wore pajamas? Thank you, Brandon. I love you. Yay, Sherry wore pajamas. It's too early, Daisy. Where are you? Oh, 8 p.m. Heck, you know what? Sometimes I get home from school, take a shower, and I immediately put on my PJs. I love PJs in Colorado. Oh, that sounds beautiful. I'd love to go to Colorado. Idaho. PJs. I love PJs, and I love fuzzy socks and bath products like scented soaps and bath. Oh my gosh. Like I could spend a lot of money on that. I have during COVID, I realized I have a lot of pajamas. I do. Oh, Emily has the whole day ahead of her. Good night. See you all. Let's go right here. Good night. Bye. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight.